welcome back. It's time in this show to take you to one of the most requested destinations in the world. You might have already guessed. We're heading down under to Australia and beyond in this show, and we're going to make it a 5-star experience when it comes to the cruise on the edge with celebrity.
Yes, we are, Sheila. We've got 2 amazing packages which will absolutely book up really, really quickly. So snap up your chances to join the Edge as he sails down under and through the South Pacific as well. Now, we've got 2 feature offers for early next year. So let's get started straight away because this is only a mini show. And we're off to sail the Great Barrier Reef port and more across 18 nights, starting on the 10th of January. And we fly straight over to Sydney, Australia. We've got 4 nights in a hotel there. We've even included as part of that 4-night stay a half-day city tour as well. I say it's a half-day city tour, it's a half-day highlights tour actually. Some of the highlights of the city, but not all of them are right in the city because of course you've got things like Bondi Beach and Mrs Macquarie's Chair and all these other kind of landmarks that are kind of in and around Sydney, but it gives you a really, really nice flavour. And there'll be places you go to on the highlights tour that you have time then to go back. Yeah,
absolutely, because you've got that little mini break. You know, 4 nights is a good mini break and amount of time to see Sydney and maybe even explore the surrounding areas of Hunter Valley for wines. You have, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. The harbour right there boasts incredible views itself. You can climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge, you can head up to Taronga Zoo, you can sea kayak, you can float plane, you name it.
And you sail, when you sail out on your ship, you're right next to the Opera House and sail under the harbour bridge. I know, how good is that?
Iconic, yes.
And you'll be here on this gorgeous beauty, of course, the Celebrity Edge. Well, what can we say? I mean, this is just perfect, isn't it? This part of the world, sailing around, you know, to the Great Barrier Reef ports and around Australia. You're doing it in the beautiful sunshine. You're doing it up there on the rooftop garden. You're doing it there on the magic carpet. You'll be outside, I think, probably the majority of the time during the day, I think.
And
but then you can dine al fresco as well.
You can dine al fresco, and it's a good job because actually and you're going to be there, of course, in Australia's summertime too. So you're in January, which is great. And these ships are designed with a much more outdoor space. The Edge class, I think the pinnacle of modern cruising, the Edge and the Beyond, they really are. They're designed for you to enjoy. They have infinity pools left, right and centre outside, you know, which is lovely. This dynamic space called the Magic Carpet, which is a pop-up bar, restaurant, tender platform. It is brilliant because you will be tendering in certain ports, especially in the Reef. And when it comes to staterooms, I mean, my goodness, from infinite balconies through to being able to control opening your stateroom and booking your dining reservations with an app. This is, like I said, we are at the complete pinnacle of modern cruising when it comes to these ships.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And let's just talk dining for a second because there are 4 what you would traditionally know as main dining restaurants, which we're seeing right now. But make no mistake, every one of those main dining restaurants is like a speciality experience every single night. It's like something like a restaurant normally that you would treat yourself to once or twice a year, you know, for birthdays and things like that or special occasions, and you would come away and you know take a quick gulp at the end as you sign away £300 of your life, you know, on a night's dinner. You know, it's included on board. There are specialty dining restaurants beyond that as well. But the cover charges are nowhere near the kind of shock that you can get when you're doing a fancy restaurant.
Well, I mean, you could even have a miniature chef make your dinner, which is a really wonderful entertainment dining experience as well with La Petite Chef. I highly recommend that. You know, such a fun experience. Eden Restaurant and Bar with these incredible themed cocktails all around the Garden of Eden. It's absolutely beautiful.
And talking about bars, classic drinks package included in this offer. And you were talking about using an app to book dining, etc., etc. Well, whichever gadget you have your app on, you can have that connected to the Wi-Fi, and that will also be included for the whole of your cruise.
Fantastic. Right, well, you're going to want to boast a lot to the friends and family back home about what you're going to be seeing. So you're cruising out of Sydney and you're going to be heading straight to one of the wonders of the world, the incredible Barrier Reef, Early Beach, which also is gateway to the amazing Whitsunday archipelago. I would take a float plane or glass bottom kayak, or whatever you can to see this incredible reef. Then we have an overnight in beautiful Cairns, which is actually allowing you to see not just the Whitsundays, but the Barrier Reef and also the incredible famed Daintree National Park. The Marlin Coast is not too far away either. Wonderful night market right there at the port in Cairns as well. But get your shore excursions booked up for the Barrier Reef. You're going to want to see it. Then it's Port Douglas. This is a really beautiful and tranquil port. There's the Sky Rail Rainforest Cableway and the Corunda Scenic Railway to see up in the mountains. You have an overnight too. The cruise line has done this so you can explore more and see more. There's nighttime excursions up into the Daintree. It's going to be amazing. Then we're on to Willis Island. This is some scenic cruising for you because it's not an inhabited island. But
well,
you might
3 people live there.
3 people live there.
They work on the weather station.
Yes, exactly. You
the
might
rest
see
of it is birds.
Baby penguins for sure.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, they're adorable. And this is a little overview for you. You're going to cruise back into Sydney where you'll disembark and then we'll fly you back to the UK after exploring one of the wonders of the world, the incredible Barrier Reef, the Whitsundays, the Daintree Rainforest. I mean, my goodness, this is going to be spectacular.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to let you into a little secret for a second as well. We also have our company, our parent company for Cruise1st, have a brand in Australia as well called Cruise Away, and Joe and I present shows for Cruise Away as well. So we've already shown this to our lovely friends who are in Oz already. So this cruise is booking up very, very quickly. So if you want to join it, I know it's January next year, but it needs booking right now. It's 18 nights, the package all told. Includes your flight out from the UK to Sydney, 4 nights there in a hotel, including your half-day city tour. We've already included that. Then we've got 11 nights on board Celebrity Edge with classic drinks included and Wi-Fi, cruising those wonderful ports for the Great Barrier Reef and Queensland in Oz. And then, of course, the flight back from Sydney. Deposits today, because you need to lock this in today, £199 each. And your price for the entire package, which blows my mind given you're getting so much for it. I mean, the flights to and from Australia, you've got the 4-night hotel stay in Sydney and that fabulous cruise, which is all inclusive. And when I say cruise, I don't mean cruising, ordinary cruising. I mean 5-star cruising with Celebrity, where it feels like every night should have cost you £700-800 each. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Let's have a look at the details for upgrading, because you might well like the look of those wonderful infinite verandas that we saw in the footage there, where instead of a traditional balcony where you go outside, you have one full window of which the top half comes down and creates an infinite veranda. So it means you get a stateroom that's 20-something% bigger than a standard stateroom, as well as having the benefits of a balcony, which you can go out and sit and enjoy in just the same kind of way. Remember, low deposits today. This is an epic, epic opportunity. And as I say, we've already shared this with our lovely friends in Australia as well. So this is already booking up as a cruise very, very quickly already, because Celebrity Edge isn't that in that part of the world very often. So we're taking advantage of that. Now, from Australia to New Zealand next, and an awesome cruise around the just magical South Pacific on Celebrity Edge. Now, this is 19 nights, this offer, and starts by flying out from the UK on the 1st of Feb next year to Auckland in New Zealand. Now, again, like Sydney in the first offer, we're staying here for 4 nights as well. So we'll have a quick little look round Auckland, which is beautiful.
And Derek, can I say, of course, February, grim, miserable, cold back home, but it's summertime down under.
Yes.
So Australia and New Zealand, you're going to be there in the best months of the year to enjoy. Auckland has so much to offer you. You've got the volcano fault, which means lots of geothermal activity and interesting places to visit. Then it's time for us to cruise on board the Edge, the Celebrity Edge, and we're there for 12 nights. Now, I just love the design of this ship. It was like nothing I'd ever experienced when we were on the Beyond. They're sister ships, there are a lot of similarities. The flow of it, I love the openness, the gorgeous way they've used sculpture and real flowers and plants on the rooftop garden.
It's just beautiful. You'll be taking pictures like you wouldn't believe, left, right and centre. You'll be taking pictures on board that ship, because every element of it, from the artworks, the flow of the ship from one level to another, things like the magic carpet, the Grand Plaza, the big martini bar, it's brilliant. Out of Auckland we sail then
to Bay of Islands, which is an incredible island where the actual Treaty of New Zealand was signed. There's the Waitangi Treaty grounds to visit there. There's the glowworm caves, the Kerikeri and surrounds as well. Lots of excursions to enjoy whilst you're there, and maybe a Maori experience. Then it's Suva, Fiji. This is, of course, when we think about paradise, we think about Fiji. Think of those turquoise, incredible oceans and beautiful powder white sands. Maybe you want to experience the cultural aspect, you could do that. Then it's Lakuta, the second largest city in Fiji. Actually, a great tour to do here would be the Fijian Homestead and History Tour, where you actually get to go to learn some of the traditional aspects of the Polynesian culture. Then it's Apia in Samoa. A lovely one to visit again if you're just wanting to relax at the beach, or head to the traditional markets to do a spot of shopping. There's some amazing waterfalls there to visit, as well as the Sopoaga Falls await you. Then it's Pago Pago in American Samoa. Look at the dramatic landscape. You see these incredible imposing rock formations against the ocean. Nothing quite like it. It's called Flower Pot Rock, that, by the way. Ocean View Bay kayak and snorkel tour would be my recommendation to see the marine life. Then, of course, you'll disembark in Auckland and we will fly you back to the UK. Now, if you want to do an extended stay, maybe head over to Australia while you're there. Speak to our team about that one.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. It's a really good idea. Lovely. When you're in this part of the world, why not? What an incredible, incredible adventure this is going to be. The 4 nights in Auckland and that incredible cruise through the South Pacific. So this is for next February. So we can book it today with a low deposit, just £199 each, which is really good. That includes the flight from the UK out to Auckland in New Zealand, 4 nights there in a hotel. And then you join Celebrity Edge for 12 nights of cruising with classic drinks package and Wi-Fi included, sailing around the South Pacific with plenty of time to drink in this part of the world. Plus, of course, your flight back from Auckland to the UK. Oh my crikey. It's going to be really difficult to choose between these two. It's almost like you want to kind of merge them together, both of the offers. They're incredible. 3,299 per person, or a deposit today, just £199 each. And to upgrade on Celebrity Edge on board there, we'll have a look at the prices for that, because again, you might be wanting that infinite balcony experience. Maybe you want to, go straight to the top, the best position of the ship, and more than just one room in your stateroom, and you want to upgrade that to a wonderful suite experience. I mean, some of these things have just got to be done, haven't they? Sometimes it's time to throw caution to the wind completely. But listen, don't let me spend your money. You spend it the way you want to. Have a fantastic time. I don't think you could fail to have a fantastic time on an itinerary like this, because it's all, as you were saying, Joe, perfect time of the year, because we forget that down under, while we're in winter, it's summer down under.
Oh, yeah.
Which is lovely. So we can... yeah, and they have much better summers than we could ever dream of, don't they? Yes. Which is ridiculous. So listen, if you want to know more, just give us a call, 0800 953 4700. You've got any questions, you want to tailor that offer, as Joe says, if you wanted to change it. So at the end in Auckland, you then fly on to Sydney and spend some time there before you fly back. Absolutely doable. So just talk to the team and we'll make it happen. We're just here to give you some ideas.
Or a little trip to Bali, perhaps. Not too far away either.
It's only around the corner, isn't it?
Ooh, Singapore,
yeah. Yes.
For a stopover, or Dubai. Golden Triangle you could tack on as well.
It's all doable.
Adventure. Yeah.
It's all doable. Listen, enough with the ideas right now. I think we've left you with enough for now. But listen, all day, every day here at Cruise1st TV, stay with us, and there's always great ideas on the way.
See you soon.